Dajahao. Hope everyone is doing good. Life in China with Patrick. This is an introduction to the video coming up. This video that's coming up is a video that we uploaded to our social platforms, our video platforms here in China. Douyin, Xiaohongshu, which is Little Red Book, and TikTok. I think TikTok and Douyin are the same. I forget. My wife takes care of all that stuff. But this video, I actually defend the American citizens. I won't defend the politicians nor the president, but I will defend the American citizens and the fact that they have a massive, gargantuan heart of gold. There was an experience that I had about a year and a half ago on the subway that I share with you in this video. So take a look at the video. I really want to hear some feedback from you guys on this one because I still haven't learned, and I've heard different theories as to why the Chinese culture behaves this way in this particular situation, but I'd love to hear your honest opinions on this. If you like the video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. It helps the algorithm and gets it out there, gets it past all the CIA algorithms. All right? Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for sharing your time. Hope you enjoy the video. We'll see you in the next one. Dajahao, what's y'all, Patrick? I'm an American citizen living in Chongqing, China. Have been here for almost 5 years now. Thanks for stopping by and sharing your time. We really do appreciate it. If you like our videos, please give us a heart and consider becoming a follower of our channel so you can keep up with the geopolitics that I talk about, the relationship between China and America, and what this American citizen thinks about all this stuff that's going on in the world. I want to talk about a situation that happened to me about a year and a half ago. It was right after the COVID restrictions were lifted the first round. I'm in the subway, you know, everybody's got their mask on, everybody's still paranoid, and I'm going from one station to another. I don't remember exactly where it was. I know it was on the Red Line, and I heard this loud thump. It was like a body thump on the floor. And I knew it was a body. I knew somebody had fainted or had fallen or slipped, and I saw a wave of people kind of backing towards me like they were trying to avoid it. And I knew what it was. So I kind of snaked my way through there, weaved my way through there, and I saw this man on the floor convulsing, banging his head on the floor. And I looked around and there wasn't one person giving assistance. There was people filming, but no one was assisting this man on the floor. Now, I want you to understand, I am not casting judgment on the people in the subway. I'm not casting judgment on the culture itself and how they sometimes typically react to a situation like this. I'm just sharing with you what Patrick was thinking when all this was happening and how I felt then and then how I felt later or afterwards. So I have first aid training. I grew up in the summer. I was a lifeguard for many summers, and we were required to have many hours of first aid training. So I felt like I was qualified to at least help the guy and maybe determine what was going on. So I leaned down. The guy's eyes are rolled back in his head. He's slobbering all over himself. His head is banging on the floor. He's convulsing. He's all stiff. I check his pulse. His pulse is elevated. And I assume that he's probably maybe having a diabetic episode where he's just passing out and he's low on insulin. And I've heard that people that go through that sometimes know they're actually going through it, but they can't do anything about it. And that comfort is something that helps them get through it faster. So I'm trying to comfort the guy. I'm trying to hold his head. I put my bag under his head to keep him from injuring himself further by banging his head on the floor. And the whole time I'm thinking to myself, while I'm trying to render assistance to this man, it's like nobody's helping. People are filming the whole thing. I don't know if they're filming because they're trying to protect me. Maybe this guy would possibly have sued me or wanted me to pay his medical bills because I was rendering assistance. I've heard all different sorts of theories as to why people were filming and why nobody was assisting the man. Paramedics arrived 10-15 minutes later. He goes on his way, and I just remember it really impacted me. And for a long time I was very I won't say negative towards the Chinese culture. I began to build the stereotype that Chinese people are cold and don't want to help, when in reality it's because of things that have happened in the past. People have rendered assistance and they've been sued. They've been made responsible for the medical bills. I don't know why that's the case. Maybe you can share with me in the comments as to why that happened. Is it a legal thing? What's the reason why Chinese people would be deemed responsible for somebody's medical bill for something they didn't do? So hopefully you understand what I'm saying. What I wanted to talk about is how, recently I've uploaded a lot of videos that are very negative towards my country. And I have the right to be negative towards America, especially nowadays with the government and all the things that they're doing. But I want to tell you how Americans would handle this in America if this happened. If I were in America, I fell down, fainted, had a heart attack. In America, you can be reassured that there would be several people who they would immediately render assistance to you. They'd be calling 911. There might even be somebody there that has first aid training, or there might even be a nurse or doctor there to help you. But you would have people there immediately and not afraid to help you. They would be very courageous and bold and wanting to give assistance to somebody in need. That happens all the time. And that makes me very proud of my country. We're not all bad. Most of the politicians and the president are bad, but the people, the lay people are just good-hearted people, and they want to help. They want to make sure that someone's okay. Now, because China doesn't do that, I don't see that much in the culture. Does it make them bad? No, it doesn't. It just makes it a culture issue that China needs to work through, and I think they're trying to do that. I'd love to hear your feedback on this, your comments. Be nice, just kind of direct me, tell me what you think is going on in this situation and within the culture. I appreciate your time. Remember, love your neighbor, pursue peace, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.